communication. It's a simple word, yet it holds immense power. It's the lifeblood of any relationship, the very essence that keeps connections alive and thriving. It's how we connect, understand, and build bonds with each other. Through words, gestures, and even silence, we convey our deepest thoughts and emotions. Without it, relationships wither and fade. Misunderstandings grow and the distance between hearts widens. Like a garden deprived of water, they lose their vibrancy and life. Think about it. Just as plants need water to flourish, relationships need communication to thrive. Every meaningful interaction you've ever had involved communication. It's the thread that weaves the fabric of our social lives. A heartfelt conversation with a loved one can heal wounds and strengthen bonds. A shared laugh with a friend can create memories that last a lifetime. Even a silent nod of understanding speaks volumes, conveying empathy and solidarity. Communication is the bridge that connects our inner worlds with the outside. It spans the gap between isolation and connection. It allows us to share our thoughts, feelings, and dreams. Through communication, we express our identities and understand others, and in turn, it allows us to receive and understand the same from others. Listening is just as crucial as speaking, for it completes the cycle of communication. In a world filled with diverse voices and perspectives, communication fosters unity and understanding. It bridges cultural divides and brings people together. Whether through spoken words, written messages, or unspoken gestures, communication is the foundation of connection. It is the key to building and maintaining meaningful relationships. When we communicate effectively, we create bridges of understanding. We begin to see the world through each other's eyes. We develop empathy, that powerful ability to step into another person's shoes and see the world from their perspective. Imagine a disagreement with a friend. Instead of interrupting or getting defensive, you listen intently. You ask clarifying questions. You try to understand their viewpoint, even if you don't agree with it. This is the power of communication in action. It's about building bridges instead of walls. It's about fostering empathy and understanding, even in the midst of disagreements. One of the biggest obstacles to effective communication is our own ego, our need to be right, our desire to defend our point of view at all costs. This ego-driven approach can quickly turn conversations into battlegrounds. When we let our egos dominate, we stop listening. We become more interested in proving our point than in understanding the other person. This creates a communication breakdown, leaving both parties feeling frustrated and unheard. Think about a time when you were caught in an ego-driven argument. Did you truly listen to the other person, or were you too busy formulating your next counter-argument? The antidote to ego-driven communication is simple. Listen, really listen. In a world where everyone is eager to speak, to share their own stories and opinions, the act of truly listening has become a rare and precious gift. Listen with the intent to understand, not to reply. This means setting aside our own thoughts and judgments and focusing entirely on the speaker. When we listen with open hearts and minds, we create space for genuine connection. This kind of listening fosters empathy and compassion, allowing us to connect on a deeper level. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. Imagine their experiences, their feelings, and their perspectives. Try to see the world from their perspective. Ask clarifying questions to show that you are genuinely interested in understanding their point of view. Show them that you're truly engaged in what they have to say. Nodding, maintaining eye contact, and giving verbal affirmations can all signal that you are present and attentive. This type of listening requires effort. It demands that we be fully present in the moment, setting aside distractions and our own internal chatter. It requires us to silence our own internal dialogue and truly focus on the other person. This can be challenging, but it is essential for meaningful communication. But the rewards are immeasurable. When we listen deeply, we validate the other person's feelings and experiences, making them feel valued and understood. When we feel heard and understood, it deepens our connection and strengthens our bonds. This kind of listening can transform relationships, fostering trust and mutual respect. So let's make a conscious effort to listen with open hearts. Let's create a world where everyone feels heard and valued, one conversation at a time. Mistrust is another formidable barrier to effective communication. It stands tall and unyielding, much like a brick wall that separates two people trying to converse. When we mistrust someone, we filter their words through a lens of suspicion. Every sentence, every word is scrutinized and dissected, often leading to misunderstandings. We doubt their intentions and question their motives. This constant questioning creates an atmosphere of tension and unease. This lack of trust creates distance and prevents us from connecting on a deeper level. It's as if an invisible barrier is erected, keeping us from truly understanding each other. It's like trying to have a conversation through a thick soundproof wall. No matter how loudly we speak, the essence of our message is muffled and distorted. Our words may reach the other person, but their true meaning gets lost in the process. The nuances, the emotions, the intent behind our words are often misinterpreted. Think about a time when you felt mistrust in a relationship. Recall the emotions that surged within you, the doubts that clouded your mind. Did you freely share your thoughts and feelings? Or did you find yourself holding back, afraid of how your words might be received? Or did you hold back, afraid of being hurt or betrayed? Mistrust often leads us to build walls around our hearts, protecting ourselves from potential pain. Breaking down these walls requires effort and a willingness to be vulnerable. It means giving the other person the benefit of the doubt and opening up, even when it's difficult. Trust is built slowly through consistent actions and honest communication. It's about showing up, being reliable, and proving that our words align with our actions. When trust is established, communication flows more freely. We can share our true selves without fear, leading to deeper and more meaningful connections. The relief and joy that come from breaking down the walls of mistrust are immeasurable. It allows us to experience genuine relationships built on a foundation of trust and understanding. Prejudice, like mistrust, casts a long shadow over communication. It's a preconceived opinion that's not based on reason or experience. It's judging someone based on their race, religion, gender, or any other group affiliation. When we approach communication with prejudice, we close ourselves off to the possibility of genuine connection. We fail to see the individual in front of us, choosing instead to focus on stereotypes and assumptions. Prejudice prevents us from truly listening and understanding. It creates a divide, making it difficult to find common ground and build bridges of understanding. Speaking with kindness and respect. Effective communication isn't just about listening, it's also about speaking with kindness and respect. Our words have immense power. They can build others up or tear them down. They can foster connection or create conflict. Choose your words carefully. Speak with empathy and understanding. Avoid using harsh language or making personal attacks. Even in the heat of an argument, strive to maintain a respectful and compassionate tone. Remember, the goal of communication is not to win an argument or prove a point. Nurturing healthy communication. Building and maintaining healthy communication takes effort. It's an ongoing process that requires patience, understanding, and a willingness to grow. Make time for meaningful conversations. Put away your phones, turn off the TV, and give each other your undivided attention. Practice active listening. Pay attention to both verbal and non-verbal cues. Ask clarifying questions to ensure understanding. Be willing to compromise. Remember, not every conversation will end in perfect agreement. Sometimes it's about finding common ground and respecting each other's differences. The transformative power of empathy. Empathy is the cornerstone of effective communication. It's the ability to step outside of our own experiences and see the world through another person's eyes. It's about understanding their feelings, even if we haven't walked in their shoes. When we communicate with empathy, we create a safe space for vulnerability and authenticity. We show the other person that we care about their feelings and that we're truly listening. Empathy transforms communication from a simple exchange of information into a powerful tool for connection and understanding. A call for understanding. In a world that often feels divided, communication is more important than ever. It's the key to bridging divides, fostering empathy, and building stronger, more meaningful relationships. Let us all strive to communicate with kindness, respect and understanding. Let us listen with open hearts and minds, seeking to understand rather than to judge. By embracing the power of communication, we can create a world where connection and understanding prevail. A world where differences are celebrated and relationships are cherished.